what's up? Hello, I am Lyndsey. I have a rescue pit bull who's the cutest personality-filled pit bull ever. So as I continue to make these videos, you will probably see him insert himself somewhere in these videos, maybe be vocal. I have a fixer-upper house, which is quite confusing, let me tell you, because some days I feel like just a badass on top of my game, you know, figuring out how to fix stuff up, putting in the work and effort. And other days I feel like I'm Fiona Gallagher, completely losing my shit. I like to travel. The most recent place I've traveled to was Savannah, Georgia, which I absolutely fell in love with. If you have not gone, I highly suggest you go. The city is so full of creativity. Like, I walked into a Starbucks there and there was like art on the ceilings and the walls, and it was gorgeous. And the people are just as much full of creativity and personality. So I definitely recommend you go. I want to be a mom someday, but right now I am getting my baby fixed by being a nanny. You will not see any of the kids on my channel because privacy reasons, but they're there. You'll probably hear me talk about them at some point, like, I'm pretty sure. So back in the day, I'm saying this as if I'm old now, I was this crazy, inspired, spontaneous female. I was a photographer and a writer. I would randomly like jump and go tour with bands and take photos and just become part of their family, not like a groupie or anything, but some of my friends were very creative in the music industry, so like that kind of could play well with my photography side especially. So it's like we helped each other out using our creative artistic abilities while also kind of promoting our own or each other's. So it definitely was a good balance back then. I can remember this one time, story for another time, but I ended up telling my family that I was at my friend's house when really we were in another state doing a photo shoot, and I think I was like 16 at the time. Kids watching this, do not do that. I just was very inspired and I trusted myself and my intuition and all the things that people told me I couldn't do and I shouldn't do. I chose to trust myself and jump and find my wings on the way down, and those bits and pieces of my life, the ones where I just jumped and trusted myself and kind of ignored what other people had to say about me, those are the bits and pieces of my life story that add the flair, add the little bit of pizzazz, the parts that make me really smile and happy. So why am I doing this channel now? I mean, it is way, way, way out of my comfort zone and being on the other side of the lens. Somewhere along the way, I lost my inspired creative personality and I want it back. But on top of that, I have these huge, crazy dreams. Like, I want to be able to travel the world with my future kids someday and show them that, hey, these are all these people that look differently than me and think differently than me and believe differently than me and eat differently than me. And if you hear like a crunching noise, my dog is totally chewing on his bone. Anyways, I want to show my future hypothetical children that there's this whole world out there that is so completely and utterly different, and I want them to immerse themselves in it and realize that they can figure out for themselves who they are without any pressure from me. I want them to see the world and realize that the small town I grew up in, it's not all that there is in the world. There's so much more out there. I'm the travel junkie of the family. I'm the one that if you need a pep talk on somewhere to go, I will do it. I will do it without knowing all the details or reasons why, just because I really believe that people need to get out there. And with my crazy big dreams, I want real life documentation that it wasn't all easy, that I had to work, that I had moments where I was afraid or I doubted myself or I'm wondering what the heck I'm doing with my life. And I want proof that despite all that, I made it. And I want those moments, those little moments that you get. Because in the beginning I used to think that in the end, when you are grown up and toned and have your kids and are married and are sitting in this amazing house looking out, drinking coffee in the morning or whatever, that's when you'd get your I made it moment. But I've realized through this whole journey that you actually get these I made it moments kind of filtered throughout the way. I've had these I made it moments the first Christmas I spent in this house. I had this I made it moment when I welcomed Dom into my family. He was a rescue pit bull, severely underweight, abused, had lots of medical issues, and now he's this thriving, very, very sassy, very loving dog that when I have like the babies over that I nanny, oh my gosh, he loves them, they goof off. He's just the happiest dog ever. He loves kids. Kids are his favorite. Kids will outrank me any day, all day. And I will totally do a video sometime with like me introducing you guys to him. But I get these little I made it moments throughout. Sometimes it can hit me randomly when I'm drinking my raspberry hot chocolate in the morning, or when it's storming and I'm looking out my big window or something. And I want you guys and myself to have documentation through all the good times, all the bad times. I'm sure you will have some crying video that I am scared to post at some point, wondering what the heck I'm doing with life. But I want you to see that it wasn't all easy, but I kept choosing to chase my dreams, to find a way to turn in all the things that happened to me to make sure that they actually happened for me. I want you guys to see my journey because I have a feeling based off my past it's gonna be a pretty epic, interesting one. So have a great day, everyone. Here's to my first video.